Okay, so here is week 5, the last week of August for my bullet journal for this month. And yeah, I didn't do very much of the journaling this past week. I haven't been very good. That's why I just drew that sad face. And here I'm using a pencil because I had literally no idea what I was going to do for this. I was trying to count squares and do math because I wrote in the back of my book, that's why I keep flipping. I wrote back there how many squares tall each page is, and as well as how high it is. So I was trying to be clever and do math, but it didn't work out, of course, because math never works out for me. Eventually I came up with this, though, just for something different, another horizontal display. And one of the things I definitely realized after doing this and doing sort of different layouts every week is that I really don't like not having the actual number of the date. Because like last week, if you saw my last video, my last bullet journaling video, I didn't put the date numbers because I didn't know if they were necessary or not. I didn't really ever think I looked at them or anything, so I figured it was just sort of wasting space, but actually really I like having them, and it like really discombobulated me when I didn't have them. So I'm adding those back, and as you can see, Saturday and Sunday are both half blocks. They're a little bit taller than the other blocks, though. I believe the blocks are 6 high maybe, but Saturday and Sunday I think are 8 high. Just going through, adding some drop shadows. Like I say, I had no idea what I was doing for this journal. I just sort of was going, just doing stuff as it occurred to me. I liked the flowers from last week, but I didn't want to do daisies again because I felt like that was starting to sort of constitute its own theme, and that's not what I'm going for. So instead of doing daisies, I ended up making them little black-eyed Susans, yellow flowers with black centers, which I thought were cute, and again, stuck with the yellow theme that I have going, so I felt they were topical. And here I am just filling in for a little bit of contrast, that section, and then we will start with the hygiene tracker, which I do keep adding. I still don't know if it's actually useful or not, but for the moment, I mean, I've been filling it out accurately, so I guess it's just, oh, excuse my head. It's hard to draw straight lines when you're not, like, directly over it, so, and, yeah. I had to abbreviate tracker to TRKR instead of doing TRACKER because I ran out of space. I really wanted to put a flagged banner, like a dual-ended flagged banner at the top. So, I had to cut down the word. And then I added in my task list, which I knew my task list for this week is going to be really long because I'm trying to get everything in that I want to get done, so that I only have to flip back to this page when I start doing my goals and stuff when I set up September's journal, or section of the journal, I guess. So I'm going to put all the tasks I can possibly think of to do on this task list, which is why I gave myself a lot more space than normal. And then, so I drew some honeycombs, and then I'm gonna doodle in some bees and stuff. I'm excited because next month's theme is coming, and I am all beat out. Like, I love bumblebees, but I am so out of ideas for what to do for the bumblebee theme. It probably doesn't help that I literally just sit down and sort of do whatever. I don't ever really have a plan. The most I will do is I looked up some layouts on Google once or twice just to see what other people were doing. And yeah, oh, here's a foolish thing I did. So I wanted to put a quote, but I wanted it to be sort of like blocked off. So what I did was I put a piece of masking tape up here, but it was I tore it a little bit too wide accidentally. So I got the bright idea of I'll just use my Xacto knife and trim it, and then it will be perfect. Yeah. Unfortunately, I never factored in the part about the Xacto knife that I was using was super new, like almost new out of the package. And it definitely cut straight through the page. I was trying to press lightly too, but it was so sharp, it just went straight through. Like no holds barred, you'll see in a minute. I fixed it later with a little bit more tape and kind of like fix the little flappy thingy that's going on, but you can see it here when I write over it. When I write the word brain, you see that weird line that kind of goes through the upper maybe third of the word brain? Yeah, that's where I cut the page accidentally all the way through. It didn't go to all the way to the second page though, which was great because that would have been a tragedy. But yeah. Also, I called this page the Busy Brain Tracker because my quote on the other, my Busy Brain Organizer, because the quote on the other page was a busy bee doesn't have time for sorrow, I believe, something like that, something to that tune. And so the theme is being busy because I'm going to be at Toronto Fan Expo this weekend and the Artist Alley, and so I'm gonna be super busy. Also, it's the end of the month. Also, I got a whole lot of other things going on. But anyway, yeah, see where that flap is? I'm showing you now. I need to do something about that because at first I was just gonna ignore it and let it be, just let it flap because it's not on the edge of the page. But the more I flip the page, the more it sort of like continually flaps. And I really, really, really don't like that. So what I end up doing is grabbing the masking tape and kind of tearing off another small piece of it and covering that split, or at least most of the split. And then I come back with my Xacto knife, and now I know to like very lightly, cut very lightly. So I double it over here, the tape over here, to try and, you know, shave that piece off without cutting through the actual page. And then I very lightly, like barely, I feel like I'm barely even scoring it when I do this, but it's definitely enough to cut through the masking tape. So, moral of the story, you can use an Xacto knife to cut masking tape or washi tape or whatever in your journal. Just use a very delicate hand because you're gonna cut your pages if you are not careful. But yeah, anyway, I believe that is the end of Bullet Journal Week 5. Stay tuned. I'm going to try and post the September setup on August 30th, which is, I'm sorry, August 31st, yes, which is Friday this week. And there's my Busy Brain Organizer. And then I will have the week 1 setup for September for you on Sunday. And yeah, so lots of videos this week, because I've got my normal Wednesday, Saturday videos, and then an extra Friday video, and then the next weekly setup on Sunday. So if you're excited for any of those things, or, you know, want to check out what I'm doing with my channel and what's going on and all the art things, let me know. You can let me know by commenting below, giving this video a like. I would really love it if you could do that. And I would love it even more if you could subscribe and hit that bell notification button, because September's coming up. But yeah, so until next time, I will talk to all of you soon. Bye.